Ron O'Brien, trainer. You hugged him, and you started to sob.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said that nobody will ever know what we've just been through.
It's a hell of a way to do it.
In all the years since, Louganis has kept the secret not only from the public, but from the doctor who stitched him up at the Olympics. What do you say to people who say, Greg, you could have been endangering lives of the other divers and of the doctor? What do you say to them?
That's really hard. That was probably one of the most difficult conversations that I've ever had.
When?
Like 6 years later. I had assumed that being a doctor and dealing with blood and that sort of thing, that he would be tested. And he didn't get tested until I told him. And I knew his family. I danced with his wife. He's not just a doctor.
And he's fine.
And he's fine.
But you didn't know that for 6 years.
No.
Greg.
That was incredible guilt, irresponsible.
You didn't have to tell anyone this.
I know.
You're telling it. You are now admitting for the first time that you are HIV positive.
Mm-hmm.
Speedo endorses you, has endorsed you in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Does that company know that you are HIV positive?
I had a conversation with the owner of Speedo, Linda Wachner, and I went to her, and the conversation was amazing to me.
You told her?
I told her that I was HIV positive. She wanted to make sure that I was being taken care of properly, that I was talking to the right people. Her concern was with me.
Were you re-signed by Speedo?
We negotiated, we have a contract through '96.
And they still endorse you?
And they still endorse me.
How are you today?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Health-wise, everything seems to be stable and that sort of thing. I still have bouts with depression, but I'm working on that.
Do you have AIDS?
According to the CDC standards of AIDS versus HIV, I do have AIDS.
Is this the first time that you've admitted that you have AIDS?
Yes.
You did not have to write this book. You did not have to admit that you're HIV positive.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing it?
I wanted my story to, to motivate, those people who are HIV positive to be responsible, and also to, to understand that life isn't over yet. That HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence, and you can achieve.
You can even win Olympic medals.
Yeah. Some people don't think that AIDS has touched their lives. A lot of people saw me at the Olympics and they were cheering for me. So now all of those people can't say that they have not been affected by AIDS.
All of those people. What pressure on him during the dives at the Olympics and since then. On the blood in the pool, experts say that there was no real risk to other divers there because, for one thing, chlorine is a viricide and also it needs a bloodstream to be in. But there is a controversy now as to whether he should have alerted the Olympic authorities.
Well, remember, he only had 5 minutes from the time he did that dive when he hit his head to make the biggest decision of his life, and diving is his salvation. But we checked with the International Olympic Committee, and they said that Greg was under no obligation to divulge his secret even after he hit his head on the board. The risk of transmission of the virus is extremely low, and that they're able to deal with spilled blood should there be any, nor will they change their position. They said it's not just a matter of privacy, but if you tested, it would lead to mass hysteria and suspicion and so on. And that's their definitive answer.
He looks good, though. His hair isn't short because of any
No,
treatment
he just did that because he felt like it. But I want to read what Steve McFarland, the president of U.S. Diving, said. He said, "This man is a great champion. The person that people saw when Greg dived was a humble, self-effacing, genuine person, and we should all root for him in this fight against a new opponent." He's going to be off publicizing his autobiography, talking about this. He'll be in Good Morning America live on Monday. People can see him then. And I don't have to tell Greg what we wish him.
We sure do. Wish him well. Thank you, Barbara. Well, next on the